their final road series of the season for Detroit. Riley Green yesterday, he underwent Tommy John surgery on his non-throwing arm. Should be back in time for spring training.
Now the forecast brought to you by David Femidinho. GetDavidGetPaid.com. Partly sunny today, high near 79. Overnight, mostly cloudy, low around 61. Mostly sunny for Friday bitches tomorrow, the high near 77. And sunny, high near 74 Saturday. Right now, it is 64 degrees.
Dave and Chuck the Freak.
Review on Dave and Chuck the Freak. It is the 21st of September, a Thursday. Coming up, what is the most uncomfortable situation you've been in with someone of the same sex? The most uncomfortable situation you've been in. We're going to also break down some questions people were asked to see if that would make them feel uncomfortable or not. But if you want to join the conversation, you can. And the number is 1-855-954-6969. Once again, 1-855-954-6969. If you want to call us, you can text us. It's 46969. I know for us, Chuck, at least for me, well, we've been in many uncomfortable situations together through the years. Number one is having to share a hotel room together.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't in the same bed. Could have got weirder.
Definitely could have got
We definitely had to shower in the same room, get dressed.
You made it weirder.
I'm going to make things
That's
weird.
what you
That makes me laugh.
Yep, there was a lot of questionable humor that night.
This is funny that you agreed to that. Like, you're like, yeah, okay, well, we can do that.
No, we didn't know until we got there, right?
Oh, that's
No.
right. I always forget that part of the
We
story.
landed and then went to check into the hotel and like, oh no, there's one room under both of your names.
Yeah.
We have to share.
Yeah.
And
we were
called and
shocked.
we're like, what? And I sorry.
Yeah.
They knew we wouldn't have agreed to it.
Yeah,
It's the place that almost sent us to a condemned hotel in New Orleans.
Right after Katrina.
Yeah. So it wasn't a shocker. At the same time, it was like we go see U2, and it was like we definitely were like, yeah, we'll go see U2. That's great.
Yeah.
And then you don't realize, well, you're going to take an airline that is about to shut down
Any minute now.
and you'll almost die landing, and then you'll sleep in the same room.
so awkward.
It is. And I'm sure some guys would have no problem with that, but it's just, I mean, sharing a room with a coworker. Yeah. It's different if it's we're buddies, but it was an awkward situation.
Yeah.
Right? You don't normally sleep with your coworkers.
I got an album. What do you got?
Well, I had to hold bowls of liquid under James's testicles while he dipped them into
about
it.
that?
That is pretty weird.
And,
That's worse than the hotel, I think.
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's right, because your testicles had to be exposed in order to see if they could taste the liquid.
Yeah, you scientists in it the appropriate way, or do you want to fake it? We're not doing those other radio shows where we fake everything.
Exactly.
He was dunking them in, and I was awfully close.
Don't worry, you smell the pickle juice. Cleared out all the smell of my nut.
Oh, my God.
That's what you think.
Oh, no. Smelly nuts. Terrible.
Yep.
This smells like vanilla.
Fond memories.
Yeah, we had that Jessica Simpson cake spray.
Oh, wow.
It's hard to have vanilla this day.
Someone lights a candle. He just thinks of James Balls.
PTSD.
James Balls. Okay, when the guy came in and had that Hydro seal or whatever, Hydro or whatever, that's the gigantic sound. Can you weigh all that?
And I think it's like a meat scale.
Yeah.
And I tried to hold the meat scale up underneath his nuts and weigh them to get an accurate
He
weight.
had the underwear on, right?
Yeah.
Well, he had some sort of shorts on.
I think it doesn't matter when you're weighing a man's balls, another man's balls.
It's an awkward scenario. That is an awkward
Okay, so they asked people some questions like this to see what would make them feel uncomfortable in a series of situations with the same sex, men and women. Would you apply sunscreen to your buddy's back?
I know my buddy did for me.
He put sunscreen on you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I was like, you can't reach your whole back. And it was like one of those things. It's like, hey man, I know this is gonna suck, but we got to do it.
Oh, the sprays are so good now.
That's it. They didn't
have the spray.
Yeah, you gotta have the spray. Now have a little lotion.
Yeah, you look more than
Yeah. No, it's definitely a thing.
Would everyone in here do it?
Would you do it? If I know the man well.
Yeah, I would put something in any of you guys.
Yes. I would not.
You would not. So you draw the line there?
No.
Would you do it for a female friend?
Yeah.
Yeah. 42% of men say that would make them feel uncomfortable. Technically, they didn't say they wouldn't do it. They just said it would make them feel uncomfortable.
Oh, we felt uncomfortable. Like, there's no question that you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's a
Just
problem.
like,
Only 10% of men, or women, sorry, would be bothered doing it to a female.
yeah, no. I wouldn't be bothered by that either. That's pretty cool.
Lady on lady sunshine?
Yeah, being around.
It's going to be totally different. We're going to think, oh yeah, for the guys come in, and the ladies are like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, do that.
Do it, record it. Would you share a bed with a male friend?
I have one of the greatest night's sleep in my life. So
Nestled in the arms of another?
call that what you will, but I definitely have done it.
Slept really well.
It was one of these scenarios where we went, got the cheapest room possible, just piled in it.
I think every guy did that in
Yeah.
their younger years. If you're still doing it in your 40s, you know, I mean, like when you're in your teens and you only want to get one hotel room, and
That's it.
you know,
We're in Mexico, but whatever.
Never would share a bed.
that
Friend,
no,
no, your own bed.
42% of men feel uncomfortable having to share a bed with a male friend. Only 21% of women would feel uncomfortable sharing a bed with a female.
Yeah.
It's like my state.
I don't want to touch another man's feet with my feet.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
It is touching another man's foot to foot.
Yeah. A lot of people, when they have to do this, do the head to foot, where it's like you have to be. Oh, that's even. I know, it's weird. It's weird. I think it's just in some guys' minds, it's somehow going to make it better. I feel like it doesn't make it better.
Someone said,
When you're snuggling a man.
what's the most awkward thing you've done with someone of the same sex? That's the question right now. 1-855-954-6969. The text is 46969. Someone said, worst thing I've done, help drain an abscess on my buddy's scrotum because he didn't have health insurance.
I tell you, if I get one of those, I'm going to take care of it myself. I'm not going to call in the troops. Boys, get over here. Drain my nuts. I feel like that is usually something. I mean, I guess the problem is these are scenarios that a guy doesn't have anyone in their life.
Right.
Because I feel like a ball draining, it would fall on them. Yeah, it would fall on them.
Your dad? Did you let your dad do it?
I would let my dad do it before my
your
mom, I
yeah.
think, yeah. I would provide various
Information on different insurers.
yes. Yeah, you're not going to drain any, you're not going to squeeze anyone's nuts. No, I'll provide all kinds of information. I'll Google the hell out of insurance stuff for you. We'll get you to a doctor.
So you're the dialer and the Googler.
Yeah, the Googler.
The Googler.
No. I definitely couldn't be the one, like, releasing someone else's, juices.
Scrotum juice?
Yeah, I couldn't.
You watch a couple YouTube videos.
I
get
will
down
watch
there and
it.
Squeeze it.
I know.
The pimple popper lady would do it.
She
This
actually
guy
has a
said,
video doing it to someone's nuts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
In the Army, there was a lot of uncomfortable same-sex things, but we were challenged, two of us, to play gay chicken, which is where you keep doing challenges, and the first person to say no is the gay chicken, right?
Yeah, and I think that's only started by one of the guys who wants to.
So gay chicken was when you had 4 dudes naked, and then two dudes have the other 2 dudes on their shoulders, and then they slap fight in the pool. No, that's not gay chicken.
I don't.
It's not. It is not.
I guess I played different games.
Yeah.
You play a lot of different games. It was so intense, they had us openly stroking each other through our pants. An obvious chub was starting to form.
That guy got
He
duped.
terminated the game because
The guy with the motors, by the way, had the idea to put it in.
That's my guess.
So, boys, what's the game you want to play? I found out there's something called gay chicken.
And I don't think any of us could handle it.
We've all been drinking, right?
this guy said most awkward situation, locker room shower. But the most uncomfortable was for a while I worked as a substitute teacher. I played in a student versus teacher hockey game. After the game, all the teachers I knew from being a kid at that school, dongs out all over the locker room.
That's probably the I've been in a lot of sports locker rooms growing up playing hockey my whole life. But the most awkward one was when I played for the station's team, and we went to Toronto, and we played hockey there, and all the people that worked there. Or lady stories, if you could. Well, there's no class in doing this. It's all.
Well, there's so many ladies just texting in stories.
I'm soliciting for more. Ladies,
Yeah.
what's the most uncomfortable thing you've had to do with a lady?
It's not uncomfortable.
I guess
It's not
that's it.
uncomfortable.
Way more comfortable.
You are.
We're not like
For you guys.
Yeah.
1-855-954-6969 if you're out there.
We're not hung up on, vaginal wax.
954-6969 in our dreams. And text is 46969. Crying in front of a male friend, or for ladies crying in front of a female friend. How uncomfortable would you be?
Not really. In front of I wouldn't want to do it. I hope to God, I'm not going through something. That's what I have to do. Get a call from a buddy involved.
Almost half of the guys in the survey said they would be uncomfortable crying in front of a male friend. Only 18% of women. I think a lot of ladies cry in front of each other.
Just depends on what happened and what the scenario is.
Right. I cried at Star Wars, at least, and it was all in front of everybody. So it's, was it uncomfortable? Maybe. But,
someone said I had to do tick checks on my soldiers, as well as get them done on me.
those ticks will find a way.
They're very detailed to the point where you had to pull sacks to the sides and pull cheeks apart for inspection.
They'll be in there. They'll manage.
No, you don't want to be the tick checker.
No.
Maybe you do.
Or maybe you do.
Oh, hey, yeah, transfer. Better get in here right now. We played last night was gay chicken. Tonight it is tick check.
You're out in the bush all day. I better check for those ticks.
Oh my God, you were in the bush? We better check those.
Oh my God, I think it's a tick. No, just a moment.
I'll try and get it.
Billy.
Yeah, let me give my mouth.
Billy is in Lexington. Hi, Billy.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you? So listen, when I got on fire department for the first time, I didn't know that everybody slept in the same room. And there was about 25 of us, all in one big room, it was like little beds. So it was single beds, but it was wild because, I'm from the South, and I'm like, wait a minute, we all got to sleep in the same room, and the beds right next to each other. And I mean, you hear guys snoring, doing some of everything when they're sleeping, and they don't know that. So that's that rules of hell, most of the fire departments have their own separate rooms, but, some of them still have, just always
I'm telling you right now, let's go through this. I'm days away from
Yeah, I was wondering when that was. The big adventure that
yeah.
is going on.
Yeah, my metal detecting trip, which is,
You're all sharing a room?
Yeah, I believe it's like dormitory style. I have no idea what it's going to be like.
Mystery place for like a metal. I called it an Aton. No, that was a different one.
Yeah.
It's like a.
Yeah.
He doesn't know where he's going.
They're keeping it a mystery?
Yeah,
That's the only way to do it, so that no one goes out there and, realizes.
We'll send you a link to the picture again.
I can guarantee I won't be. I can tell you that.
He's going with his friends.
Yeah. But it's not just my friends. It's the whole, that whole club it's a certain number of them. I don't know how many people get to go. If it's like 40 guys or, you know. Well, we don't know. We don't know. All we know is it could be like an old dorm. It could be like an old campsite with like bunk beds. Like, no one has any idea. You go because
3 hours away, right? Or
yeah, 3 hours.
When is this happening?
This weekend. Yeah.
I'm trying to talk to my buddy.
I already paid the money and all that. The guys are gonna pick me up here.
Here?
Yeah. Come get me. Just tell them to come early and come on in.
Yeah, absolutely. You should.
Share their tales.
Okay, some ladies are texting in.
Okay.
We're talking about the most uncomfortable thing.
No, ladies, you can't come on that. Yeah, come on.
So this woman said the most uncomfortable thing I've ever had to do with another woman was have a woman wax my beehole.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Yeah, the
right.
waxing scenarios are weird.
That must be very uncomfortable. Being my mother-in-law's, being at my mother-in-law's gynecologist appointment because I worked there and unfortunately had to assist him with some.
No, you say you can't. That's a family member.
mom-in-law's badge. But also, like, when your mother-in-law... I guess that's just some mother-in-laws are like that. Like, to me, like,
You don't want to go to that office?
yeah, they're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to yours. I trust you. I want you to know my intimate details.
Yeah, that's odd.
Another one said I'm a female and I have to help my mother-in-law shower.
Well, that happens.
Yeah,
When they get
that
old.
can happen.
Yeah, it can happen.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
Very nice thing to do. Very
Yeah.
incredible.
Very nice.
Another lady said I had to dig a condom out of my best friend's vagina.
So very nice.
Crazy thing for two ladies to do.
It's so weird to be inside your friend.
It sure is. Non-sexually.
Yeah.
Inside your friend, non-sexually.
Yeah.
Is a rare thing.
Yeah. It's terrible.
This woman said peeing with another girl in the same stall.
Oh, wow.
So like you both went in because maybe you thought, well, you'll be right after me, or you were doing something in there. Were you
Yeah. Why are you in the same stall?
know, some kind of maybe partaking in something together, and then one person decided to pee?
Saying I love you.
Froze, and I didn't know if I could stand there or leave, and I didn't know if it was like more uncomfortable to leave at that point. So I just froze, and they did their business, washed their hands, and left. And then I hurried up and locked the doors, did mine, and
I would have left, and I would have called the authorities, and I would have said that a creepy perv had come in the bathroom and watched.
that's what everyone says, and they make fun of me. And
Yeah.
they said, why didn't you just leave? I just froze.
Yeah, don't. You can't freeze.
There is
Don't
a place
shoot.
like a sports bar or something near us, and they have a bathroom that, in my opinion, should have a lock on it. Because in that bathroom is a toilet with no stall and a urinal on the other wall.
With no... Yeah, so like
Right?
everything's wide
so
open.
there's a
It's
urinal
one
on this
room.
side and a toilet on this side and a sink. So, but no lock.
No lock.
So if you sit down to poop and someone opens the door,
They're watching you.
they're watching you. And so you can pee, but that guy's pooping right behind you with no surroundings.
That's an odd one.
I think it's incredibly bizarre. They should have a lock. I guess that should be a one-person bathroom. Sure, you could either pee at the urinal or go to the bathroom, but if you're sitting down on a toilet, you should be able to lock the door.
Yeah.
Spend a couple $100, please, and just
Enclose it.
Just spend a couple $100.
Here's some more text coming in.
Walk Friday and Saturday, Sunday,
And my
Monday,
friend
and bike Tuesday,
cut
Wednesday,
her
and
vagina
Thursday.
pretty bad while shaving,
Yeah.
and asked me to look at it. So there I am, down on my knees in the bathroom, with her pants at her ankles, and I'm looking at her vagina with my face in it, and someone opened the door.
Well, that's how you get a nickname. That's how you get a nickname.
Must be Taco
Lock the door.
Tuesday.
That's it.
Oh, the taco's on special, huh?
Tell you what, you start to draw some conclusions when you open the door and someone's head's down there.
Open the door and they're like, very cool.
Yeah.
Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Don't mind me.
My buddy and I rode BMX. He had a nasty crash. He took a serious shot to the balls. He couldn't face looking, so someone had to check the damage for him. Would you check your friend's nut damage?
If they were shot there,
That's it? That they'd have to be shot
You'd
there?
have to be shot.
No, that's the one thing I wouldn't look at. Because there I couldn't see.
Well,
I'd blown to bits.
I mean, I wouldn't want to, but I mean, that it would be that kind of scenario. That'd be the only way. Not
Hold on,
medically
let me see.
qualified, but no.
I'll check them out.
Could you just take like a picture of them on your phone and check them out, zoom in, look, rather than have a friend
Yeah,
do it?
yourself.
Right. I
Oh,
guess
that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Okay, I don't have
I thought
any,
you
Maybe
meant
it's a long time ago.
I don't have any point of reference, so I can't tell if they're swollen or not. But they look juicy.
Oh my God. This woman said my best friend actually takes my nudes for me.
I think that this happens in like the OnlyFans realm. You know, if you don't have like a I would say.
Do they need somebody to check out these nudes and give them any kind of a rating?
I don't know.
Another one said my best friend and I looked at each other's vaginas just to see if they looked normal. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I have to assume that some guys are doing this. It's never been part of my wheelhouse.
It's like, hey, you want to check out our dog?
I don't know.
I don't think people
I have
say
to
that.
Like Chuck probably was. Like, hey, is yours about this small?
No, I knew.
Oh my God.
I knew from a young age to stay away.
Let's go to Fran in Boston. Hi, Fran.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Penis.
Penis to you. What's your story?
So me and my buddy, we're about 16. It's Christmas time.
Yeah.
So we go into Boston to do some Christmas shopping on Washington Street.
Yeah.
Back then we had the contacts on, so we stopped in to watch a little 25-cent peep show.
Yeah.
So we're in this booth together. All of a sudden, this older gentleman comes into our booth. Now we start saying, "Oh, come back to my house. I got some coke, and we'll give you a little massage."
Oh my God. Oh no.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right? But we were only 16. We boogied out of
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it there.
Get out. That ended up getting weird.
A man named
Yeah, that for sure was. That was for sure.
Fran. Robert.
Yo, what's up, David?
Not too much, Robert. What's the most uncomfortable thing you've had to do besides this interaction with another man?
Yeah, there you go. What's up?
Yeah, we're good. Go ahead.
So I got a job, working job in the summer construction, and there were tile guys doing the maintenance on a gym.
Okay.
So they send me to scrape the grout of the tile, kind of clean the grout into the locker room of the gym. But every old man thinks about it was doing naked. For some reason, they thought they had to come and ask me questions about what are you going to use?
You're on your hands and knees scraping grout, and they are your crotch to face level with
Yeah, oh yeah.
Face level, perfectly almost. Like, you know,
some of them I'm sure wanted, they're
What
jumping.
kind of growth are you using? Huh? Oh, you noticed my throat?
Just like that.
You gotta really scrape. What kind of growth are you?
No thanks.
Let me show you how
I'll
to
come
do
in
it.
after hours.
Let me get down there and show you how.
Someone said, funny you say that, there's a bathroom in a 7-Eleven here in Fort Myers that has 2 toilet stalls and 2 urinals with no dividers at all. Very good.
Yeah.
2 guys could be pooping right next to each other, or 2 guys are pooping.
Yeah, I feel like some places, I guess, they have it set up because they feel like all sorts of no good things are happening. And I know, I mean, I get it. The sports bar that you're talking about should not.
This guy says, I am my wife's dad's doctor. And I had to do a prostate check on him.
I hope you don't mind.
Had to put his finger up his father-in-law's beehole.
Go ahead.
Now, he was my patient before I met his daughter.
Finger me, son.
Oh my God! Don't ever say those words! It's ridiculous!
You know I love you like my own son.
Okay.
Now finger me.
Stop it.
Check me. Go ahead. Deeper. I need to know.
I'm gonna put it in. Wrap it up for us.
That's enough.
That was awkward.
Yeah, it was. That was awkward.
One of the most awkward things I've done with another man. Wrap up the finger.
Yep.
Oh, you're in there.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
You find anything? No, keep it in. Almost done.
There we go.
I'm almost there.
Chuck's dream process.
Sounds like he's getting milked.
Couple more?
Okay. When we return in a moment here on Dave and Chuck the Freak.
Sure.
Less that stuff, but more to come. What are the latest stories of people following their GPS directions that led to disaster? What made a dude get naked at the airport? And what is Starbucks spending billions on to try and improve? We'll get to that, badass of the day, and much more still to come when we come back in just a moment here on Dave and Chuck the Freak.
Oh, no, I finished.
Previously on Dave and Chuck the Freak.
A Florida cop is in big trouble. He decided he would let his drunk friends use his patrol car speaker to heckle the public. This is the 911 call.
May I help you? Hi, yeah, I'm calling because there's a couple of guys and they're driving around in a sheriff's car and they're saying extremely lewd and just really stupid things over the PA.
Yeah, I'm sure all the cops' friends want to ride in the cruiser, turn on the siren, see the flashing lights. I've never heard anyone letting them take over the loudspeaker.
So if you were a cop, it would not be.
Hell no!
But your friends would just take over anyway. Get out of
Chuck
here.
would like push me out. You guys take off in my cop car. I'd be shooting the tires out as they drove away. Stop immediately!
They tie you off.
If your gun sounds like pew 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 too, I'm gonna be laughing too.
Dave and Chuck the Freak.
Thursday, and I'm Andy. We all know someone who thinks they have the best life hacks. Things like opening a can with a spoon or using your wireless hotspot for your internet at home. What those hotspotters don't know is that there's a much better hack out there. See, Xfinity gives you 99.9% reliable internet, so you don't have to settle for using your phone for home internet. Includes more gaming, streaming, and looking up other life hacks on your connected devices. It's time for real home internet, and it's the next generation Xfinity 10G network. The future starts now. Now through September 21st, get 75 megabit internet on the Xfinity 10G network for $20 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. And ask about how you can get one free line of unlimited mobile when you upgrade to 400 megabit internet. Go to Xfinity.com/10G, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Equipment taxes and fees extra. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. It is Dave and Chuck the Freak, and as we continue here on this Thursday, coming up next, what made a guy get naked at the airport? What are the latest stories of people following their GPS directions that led to disaster? And badass of the day on the way. I'm Dave Hunter. It is time now for a check of the news. There's lots of stories making headlines lately of people that follow their GPS to a fault. Sometimes driving right into a body of water. Often. Yeah. A couple of stories to get to. One, dark-sided on the way in a moment. The first one, luckily, could have been, but did not turn out that way. A dude drove straight into a ravine because his GPS told him to, and he was stuck there for days. Oh. Here's his story.
This grandpa is a living miracle. Calvin Smith plummeted 100 feet down an embankment in his truck and was stranded with multiple broken bones for 5 terrible days. The location, a remote canyon in the Tehachapi Mountains outside Bakersfield, California. All that time, it seemed as if no one would find him. You've got a lot of broken. You've got what, a tailbone? Your collarbone?
Yeah.
Ribs?
Yeah. Kept praying, God, don't let me die out here.
The 68-year-old said he'd been driving home from a doctor's appointment when his GPS took him the wrong way. Suddenly, he careened over the windy edge of the mountain.
The truck must have hit something, or it came down and hit bow again, like real hard.
Calvin was thrown 40 feet from his truck. He had broken bones, no food, no water, no phone. On day 5, when nearly all hope was lost, This retired corrections officer was out for a motorcycle ride and just happened to spot the wrecked truck.
When I turned my bike off and took my helmet off, I could hear him down there yelling for help, and which was really shocking and surprising and amazing.
Hero Corey Sizlove made his way down the embankment while his riding partner called 911.
My friend is down there helping the victim. The truck is down there, and the victim is laying in the ravine.
Was anyone filmed from the vehicle?
Was he ejected? Yes, he was ejected from the vehicle.
10 firefighters formed a human rope rescue system and used their weight to pull Calvin up.
You're an angel.
Inside Edition reunited the hero with the grateful grandpa for the first time since his rescue.
Try to get one next month.
Calvin's wife, Evie.
Corey, you are a guardian angel.
The men say they now share an unbreakable bond after this miraculous story of survival.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, poor guy. It's a lot to go through just as you're going to a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, I'm glad mine's right around the corner.
Yeah, it's not. Did you see
And then
that road?
yeah, it's not on a ravine. Yeah. Mountain road. Doctor lives on the top of a mountain.
I'm going to the best doctor there is.
It's
up there on the top of the mountain.
Now, the other story about following a GPS system that's a little darker. The family of a North Carolina man who died after driving his car off a collapsed bridge while following Google Maps directions is now suing Google for negligence, claiming Google had been informed of the bridge collapse but did not update its navigation system. Philip Paxson is this guy's name. There he is there. He is, or was, a medical device salesman. He drowned last year after his Jeep Gladiator plunged into Snow Creek in Hickory, North Carolina, according to a lawsuit filed in court this week. He was driving home through an unfamiliar neighborhood when Google Maps allegedly directed him to cross a bridge that had collapsed 9 years before that.
There's no signs up or something to block?
Maybe he missed it.
Signs don't mean much these days, Lisa.
Yeah.
Like I lost everyone by my house.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's
Everybody uses
Signs don't mean much.
They say the bridge collapsed 9 years ago but was never repaired. State troopers have found his body in his overturned and partially submerged truck, said there were no barriers or warning signs, and partially submerged truck said there were no barriers or warning signs along the washed out roadway. He had driven off an unguarded edge and crashed about 20 feet below.
Well, you should have
The
saw
North
that,
Carolina
you know.
State Patrol said the bridge was not maintained by local or state officials, and the original developer's company had actually dissolved, so no one was really in charge of it. The lawsuit names several private property management companies that it claims are responsible for the bridge. Multiple people had notified Google Maps about the collapse in the years leading up to the death and urged the company to update its information, but they never did. A spokesperson for Google would not comment on the lawsuit.
Don't you think there should be other people involved in that lawsuit besides Google?
Well, yeah, here's
And Google has the most money, so they're like, well, we'll go for them.
you shoot high, you aim high. But I know by me there are two places right by me where they've decided, and I don't know if it's like a state thing or like a local thing, where they've just decided we're not fixing the bridges. And so there are two roads by me, like the road close to where I live. It's just, I assume the people that live around there have all just like always shot it down. Like you can't fix it because they don't want people, once the bridge is out, then you get no traffic. Yeah. Right? There's no traffic. It's a lot easier that you don't deal with people. But they have so much just reflective things, like you'd never be able to just drive right over it. And I mean, to me, when a bridge is out, that's what should be all over the place. It should be all over the place. Like, whoa, what is all this reflective orange and white? And you realize, oh, okay, yeah, no, the bridge is out. And it's a huge sign, bridge is out. You know, it just sucks they didn't have that. Right, crazy they didn't have that.
Some travelers need just the bare essentials. A naked man was detained this week after travelers spotted him walking around Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport completely nude. The
This
video.
is just how this is like who sits next to me on every flight, I feel.
Video shows the guy without any baggage or a single stitch of clothing strolling past a TGI Fridays inside the airport's Terminal C, which exclusively flies out American Airlines flights.
Do not be freaking. Do not be freaking.
There's a naked guy in the airport.
What's up?
Yes, there is. My man.
Close up the airport now.
Yeah, that's just it. Everybody wants to fly.
The naked traveler continued nodding his head with a smile on his face as he continued walking down the hallway. Apparently, right after this, he was apprehended by airport police and taken in for evaluation. They did not say whether he was charged or what led to him walking through the airport.
I'm just so happy that it happened there. I would be so happy to know that this guy was supposed to be on my flight. And be like, oh, we dodged a bullet.
Right, he didn't make it on a
We
flight.
dodged a bullet. The dude's just fully nude walking in an airport.
The video of this is up at daveandchuckthefreak.com if you want to check it out. It's great. Like,
I also
some
love
people don't even
the workers' reaction. They don't even care. They're
No,
like, another
there's
naked
a guy
guy.
at TGI
Another
Fridays
naked guy.
who doesn't even notice.
Look.
Look at the woman.
First one doesn't look. She
Right there,
notices.
see?
Doesn't
She's
care.
got a big wing, that's why.
Oh,
Caught her eye.
I would have thought you would have made the shock thing.
She was like, oh, aye, aye, aye.
Yeah. Hey man, they're just trying to
This
get
guy
to
is
work.
just loving his TGI Fridays burger too much to care about.
Well, he just got bad news.
He's ruining
Potato
potato
skins.
skin. Oh, that's right. That's right.
You don't care about
That's
a naked
the bad
man.
news. There's a naked man on the way. Get those tater skins in you quick. We're going to take a break. When we come back in just a moment here on Dave and Chuck the Freak, drivers kept pulling over to let a woman pass, and she couldn't figure out why. The reason's pretty crazy.
Okay.
We'll share it with you when we come back. Also on the way, what is Starbucks spending billions on to try and improve, and badass of the day. All still to come on Dave and Chuck the Freak.
So, before you accept what someone else says about your credit, get a second opinion from a name that you can trust. Come see me, Tanya Lalonde, today at the place, Kia.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Beautiful morning, isn't it?
It's still a bit early.
When are you gonna wake up?
Be extremely careful what you say. I haven't had my coffee yet, and I'm in no mood for stupid, irresponsible remarks.
What's the matter with everybody? Everybody's so grumpy every morning around here.
Thursday. This seems like a big bit of fun. Throw this switch.
Let's go, go, go! Let's go!
Show must go on, right?
Go, go! It's showtime.
Yeah, we've been showing the time since 6:03 today. By the way, I know our friends, guys, you know what's so cool about today's technology is you can take us anywhere you want. And Marty and Brandy are listening to us wherever the hell they are. It's super nice. Blue skies. They got a furnace cut? I don't know. Yeah, is that what they went to? Some sort of thing with a lot of bands that I've never heard of.
Every year to that thing.
Yeah, like Gorgon Guts and whatever the bands are. Yeah, that's cool. But there's some are really pretty. Oh, they're in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And she said, "What rain? You know what? Hey, Brandy, I wish I could cuss on this old radio show right now, but F you and your clear skies in North Carolina. It is an absolute S sandwich here." Anyway, she said the hot dog queen is super concerned about how you were cooking the dogs. Well, microwave. We could here, yeah. We got a microwave. Listen. Look what's in front of you. That's a devil dog with a toasted bun. And let me just tell you right now, you guys, this is the key to a good hot dog. Okay? And Brandy, you know this. Right? If you have time. If you don't have a toaster oven, all you gotta do is take your toaster, crack your buns open like a tent, put them on top, and just turn your toaster on, and the heat will rise and get them a nice little crispy thing going on there. That is money. So good. Yeah, so we got double dogs here to eat. I'm proud of you. I haven't taken a bite yet. We've been on the air now for 4 minutes. Okay. This is interesting. Is this still happening? Is this still happening? Okay, I'm going to read the story as it's written, bro. Okay. At 6:21 on this Thursday morning, the Anchorage Police Department SWAT team is still involved in a standoff with a teen in South Anchorage. It started at 9:35 last night. Yeah. The cops were called to a home on Branch Way off Old Seward for a disturbance involving a weapon. The teen suspect has barricaded himself inside Well, everyone else got out safely, so apparently they're the only person in the home. The SWAT, tactical support, mobile intervention, and crisis negotiation teams are all on scene, and they're urging area residents to stay indoors and close their windows. What the hell? All right, so I'm just curious, if you happen to live near Grant Way off of Old Seward, could you please call the show? Because that's incredible. It's been going on since 9:35. They got some teenager, apparently they got a weapon of some sort. Let's assume a gun. And they're very unstable with it. So if you guys got any more information about this situation, we would love to get it in real time. Please call us at 907-349-9691. We'll take a quick break and see if we can gather some more information about an ongoing SWAT negotiation situation with a teenager in South Anchorage. Stay with us. It's the Bob Rock Show.
Live from the AIH.
AIH, all the tools, all the time. They got paint.
This is the Bob and Rock Show. Now with twice the protein. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I just read this crap. Can't win. They try real hard most of the time, and sometimes they forget to wear pants. Whoa! It's a roll of the dice, people. Bob and Brock, mornings on K-Whale.
All right, 6:30, it's Thursday, September 21st. Apparently that teenager in the standoff has been taken into custody. So it's over. It's now a sit-down. They're having to sit down after the standoff, and hopefully that young man or young girl will get the help they need. Yeah. Figure it all out. Okay. Bob Rock Radio program on this Thursday, September 21st. I've got a bevy of prizes I want to give out. Okay. And this is quite the tickets to Oktoberfest, which is day after tomorrow. There's going to be all kinds of German food and fun and games and prizes and good times.
Some of that German mustard.
Oktoberfest. I wish we had some of that. You know what? I wish what we need is chopped onions. That's the one thing that we don't have this morning.
Yeah.
We got the sweet relish. We got the mustard. I'm really proud of you, bro. I noticed you didn't put any ketchup on your hot dog. Yeah, I feel like you have progressed. You've matured a little bit. Well done, Frank. Yeah. Who's just on the phone?
Hey, Kent.
Hello there, sir. How are you?
Hey, you know, they sell the Savret onion sauce that you get in New York City on your hot dog?
Who does?
I think it might be in Costco, but if not, one of the other stores. I've seen it on the internet, and I think I've seen it in the store, but I'm not sure on that. But I've seen it on order.
I'm okay with onion sauce. I'm a big fan of that. That's good stuff. Yeah. When you don't have the wall of sweets, the onion sauce is an okay substitute. I'm okay with that. Or the Vidalia onions are also a nice little treat to put on your hot dog.
Quick question. Does Bree live in Anchorage or the Valley?
I believe Bree lives in Anchorage.
Okay. Does he remember the alternative to Bronson?
She, sir.
Oh, she.
His pronouns are she, her. That's okay. Go ahead.
That's okay. Does he remember the alternative to Bronson?
Ethan Berkowitz?
Forrest Dunbar?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, sure. We'll never know how Forrest would have been as mayor because he didn't win.
Well, I kind of know. We would still be wearing a mask. We would probably be forced to get a vac, even though everyone else doesn't. Schools would probably be closed.
Well, okay.
Man.
All right. I mean, it's easy to throw stones when that glass house was never built. So we'll never know. Fortunately, I believe we'll never know what it would have been like.
We knew what he was going to do.
Well,
and we'd still do it if he had the chance again. He could still run.
I know. Yeah,
again.
Well, he's not. He's not. We knew who they said they were.
That guy was telling people not to talk at the assembly meetings. That's what they're for. They're for the public to
Why? He can't hurt you anymore. Hashtag. He's not around anymore. Let him go. You don't even hold on. You know what you sound like? You sound like that left-wing snowflake that still can't let Trump out of their mouth. Let him go. You're being a very conservative snowflake right now. Stop it. Be better.
No, it was such a relief to have someone like Bronson that if they take the mask off, open the schools.
There you go. Talk good about your guy. There you go. Talk good about your guy.
You get it.
See how much? That's so much more refreshing. You don't need to bag on someone that can't hurt you anymore. All right, let it go.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't let him.
We let him off the hook. Who is this? I'm so mad because this damn new phone system we have just pisses me off. I can't conference people anymore. I can't put two people on the air anymore at the same time. That used to be one of the greatest things in the world. Can't do it anymore. I would love to have had you go toe-to-toe with hashtag free.
All right, first and foremost, I have nothing against anybody that's doing a job, including our mayor. I only state what I state in a political sense. Nothing personal.
Fabulous. Thank you. We love you, Bob.
Okay.
All right.
And the other thing is, I need for you in a minute.
Okay. Thank you. Alice, you're going to show me how to do it? I'm going to try. Okay. Show me how to do this thing. Okay? If I do that, and then do what?
Make up our own lanes.
Do I need two people to call right now to try it? All right. So we're going to try something here. Let's see what happens.
All right. So
We got that. Yep.
and then that'll work, I think. So call.
Okay, hold on. All right. Yeah. So I need two people at least to call back. 349-9691. We're going to see if we can actually conference two people in the studio at the same time.
Call the
That would be fantastic. Please. Remember that? Back you're old enough to remember that. Yeah, you call a number and there's always that old dude. Where the party at? Who's having the party? I got beer. It's like, dude, you're 40. What are you doing on this line? All right, we got one. We got one caller. All right, hi. All right, what's your name?
Chuck.
All right, Chuck, hang on a second. All right, we got Chuck on the line. Who's on line 2? If your name isn't Chuck, what is your name? And it is not working. It is not working. It is not.
How about that one?
Hello, are you there? Hey, Chuck. Can you say hi, Chuck?
Yes, sir.
All right, if your name isn't Chuck, what is your name? Hello? No, it ain't working. There was a person there. Chuck. Chuck, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still there.
Chuck is still here. If your name is not Chuck, who is the person on the other line? His phone doesn't work, but it sounds like they're underwater.
He's like, it's Frank. It's Frank.
Frank, are you there, Frank? Nope, it's not working. This is
All right,
good.
let's just give this 20 more minutes.
Yes.
Live on air.
There was something there. Hold on a sec. Can you tell that someone else has another morning show going on right now? He's going to keep doing this for another 30 minutes, you son of a bitch. I know what's going on right now.
Yeah, son of a bitch, knock it off.
Hello, are you there? Not Chuck. If your name is not Chuck, what is your name?
Dave.
No, yeah. But Dave's got, either Dave's got a crappy phone or it's just not working. Hey, who is this on the phone that's not Chuck? No, it's Steve. It's us. It's not working. I appreciate that. Hey, Chuck, thanks for listening. Hey, what's the final tonight going to be?
I think 37-20.
37-20. All right, there you go. We'll find out later. By the way, in case you're just joining us, the teen that was in the negotiations at 9:30 last night has been taken into custody. That is ended. So anyone that lives in that area there on Brant Way, you're good to go. You can open your windows again, get the kids off to school. All right, that huge prize package I was talking about is going to have to be on hold now. Okay? All right, but you can win Wolverine tickets. You're going to get Subway sandwiches. You're going to get $20 in Moose a la Mode and tickets to Oktoberfest. Your chance to win. Jackpot next. Hang on.
Alaska's Morning Show.
Yes, folks, there is life in outer space.
On K-Whale. They next. And honestly, most of the time, they don't either. Highwire Radio, with Alaska's Morning Show on K-Whale.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back at 6:43 on a Thursday, September 21st. When I say that I am grateful that you guys allow me to do this job still, after all this time, that means so much to me, especially when I hear from someone that's like 30 years old. They're like, dude, I used to listen to you on my way to kindergarten. That's cool.
Well, I can say that.
That's so great.
I mean, I listened to the Bob and Mark show since, freshman year in high school. I guess probably, when did you start up here with Bob?
Mark? I came on, well, let's see here. I first was on the radio, God, it would have been 91 with Power 102, and that was with Scott Dooley. Yep. And then I did that for a couple of years. And then I got hired on KFQD, and I was doing a weekend show, which was just a blast.
Yeah.
Because KFQD used to play all these oldie 50s, 60s, and 70s music, and I'd have guests in and da-da-da-da. And then they hired this dude on K-Well, whose name won't be mentioned, and he was going to do the morning show, and they wanted to have a partner, and so they tried him out with Dave Strum, who was going to be his partner.
Okay.
And they wanted me to sit in and kind of, like, maybe be the producer or write bits for them or whatever. And so I would say stuff off the air and feed them, and then the guy that they hired said, hey, why don't you try out for my sidekick, if you will. And I'm like, oh, okay. And we did. And we did great radio. We did, but we hit when the iron was hot, man. I mean, it was early 90s. Nirvana and Soundgarden and Pearl Jam and Alice in Chains and Mudhoney, all these bands just broke, and grunge was the thing.
Yeah.
And so now you had this edgy morning show, and we were out there. I mean, there were no rules, and the things that we did, we couldn't do it today. There's no way we could do that show that we did in the early 90s today. Even in Anchorage, Alaska, it wouldn't fly.
Was the show that the band played on at the bunker, the bomb shelter, was that the guy that shouldn't be named?
Yes.
And you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And Mark was the news guy.
Mark was the news guy.
Correct. We had a guy that was the news guy named Mark the news guy, and he hated the guy whose name we won't mention, and he quit. He said, I'm not doing the show anymore with that douchebag.
So that was 95.
Okay. So we'd already been together for 3 years when you came on the show.
Got it.
And then that's when Mark was the news guy, and then they finally fired douchebag, and then it was me and Mark. And then we did that for 20 plus years. Oh, here we are. Hey, we're just on the phone.
Hey, it's Brady. Y'all are both still in your prime. Don't talk like you're at the end of your time.
I'm good.
You're on top of it.
Thank you.
You're on top of the hood.
Thank you, Bree.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Bob. Hashtag ask me a question. Okay, well.
You're going to ask her that?
Yeah, about this. How many cigarettes is Hashtag ask me off the air. You know how many packs of cigarettes does Bree smoke a day? I don't know. Hold on. All right. Listen, we got this massive giveaway that we've got to do. But I don't have time to do it now. We spent too much time reminiscing. So it's going to come up after the break. But it's a big prize package, you guys. You can win Wolverines tickets for the home opener on October 6th, Oktoberfest tickets for Saturday's big party. You can win Subway sandwiches, 2 of those, and $20 of free food from our friends at Moose Alamode. All of that is up for grabs with a 1-second challenge from a legendary band. Ooh, it's coming up next, I promise.
Bob and Brock, they've been in Alaska long enough to remember the parking fairies, Waving Floyd, and Tom Fink. Alaskan dudes doing Alaskan shit. Mornings on 106.5 K-Whale. What they'll say next. And honestly, most of the time, they don't either. Highwire Radio with Alaska's morning show on K-Whale.
Bob Rock Radio Show is 6:54. Thursday, September 21st, 2023. Thank you all so much for hanging out on this wet Thursday morning. It's going to clear up, by the way, and the rain is supposed to stop later this evening. Yes, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday, a lot of sunshine, which is good. But it's going to get cold with the clear skies. The cold weather comes in. Highs will be in the upper to mid-30s. And the upper elevations, if you've got your RVs, your motorhomes, your boats or whatever, if they're not winterized, man, you're going to crack some water heaters, and that is so expensive. Yeah, I've had it happen, so you better get yourself winterized before this weekend. If you haven't got it done, you better get it done. You're going to be wishing that you did. All right, so here's how it's going to work. We got quite the prize package here. You got the 2 Subway sandwiches we're going to give you. And if you're still hungry, we're going to send you to Moose Alamode downtown. Amazing, god dang, amazing food.
The best.
Amazing people. If that wasn't enough, we're going to send you to Oktoberfest on Saturday at the Egan Center. And if that's not enough, we're taking you and your family, the 4-pack, to the Wolverines home opener October 6th at the Ben Boken. Okay?
Coming up.
All of those things, okay? If you can get it right the first guess. If the first person gets it, they get all of that. Right. If the second person gets it, they get to pick 3 of those 4 prizes, and so on and so forth. Got it. Until we're down to 1 prize left, and that's what you're going to get. Okay. All right? You have to name the band and the song. And this is 2 seconds I'm going to give you. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Here it comes. Oh. Should be pretty easy. Should be. Now, is that enough to Shazam? I think it is. It's not? You don't think so?
No way.
Who is this on the phone? Go, turn your radio down, please, friend. Hi. Can you turn your radio down? Jesus. Really? Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, all you got to do is turn the radio off, actually. Just talk to me. Okay. All right. I appreciate that. All right, here it comes again. You'd hang up on that fine person.
Yeah.
If they can't follow those instructions, they're probably going to choke on a Subway sandwich.
Yeah.
Here it comes again. There you go. Name the band, name that song with those 2 seconds to go by. If the first person can guess it, you get all of those prizes. If they can't get it right, we move on to our next qualifier. Okay. Hi, who is this on the phone?
It's Steve.
Hi, Steve. How are you, friend?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Really, really fine, my buddy. So, name that band.
It's supposed to go the other way.
Is it Tom Petty and the Heartbreak?
Tom?
You got lucky?
Cause you got lucky, babe, when I found you. Oh, that is such a great song. God dang it. You know what, buddy? I wish it was that song, because I'd play that. That's a banger. But it's not. I'm sorry, friend. But thanks for playing.
Thank you.
And thank you for having your radio down. All right, so now we're going to take one of those prizes away. Let's take away the Oktoberfest. That's gone.
Okay.
That's out.
That's
out.
out.
Now you got the food. You got the Subway sandwiches. You got the Moose a la mode. And you got the hockey tickets for a family of 4. Name the band, name the song. But you also get a hint. Many people consider this the greatest band in the world. I am right there. I am right there. I think arguably they're top 3 of the greatest band to ever exist on the planet. I would put them in the top 3.
Okay.
And you would be surprised at another band that I would put in that top 3 is a band that I don't even care for. But I would have to argue that they would be in there as well. Who is this on the phone?
The Rolling Stones, Honky Tonk Woman.
The Rolling Stones, Honky Tonk Woman. You are half right, my friend. Half right, which is half wrong as well. So you got the band right, not the song.
Right.
Hi, who is this on the phone?
Chuck.
All right, Chuck, so here's the deal. We got to take away another prize because that guy was wrong. So we're going to take away the Wolverine tickets. Those are now off the table. But you can win 2 Subway sandwiches and $20 of free food at the Moose a la mode. Name the band, name the song.
Rolling Stones, One Hit.
One hit to the body. No, it is not. But it's definitely the Rolling Stones. I thought for sure Chuck had it.
Yeah.
Hi, who is this on the phone?
Yeah, this is Daniel.
Daniel, how are you, my friend? It's been a while.
Long time.
Yes. Good to hear from you, friend. All right, so we notice it's the Rolling Stones, and we have to take away the Subway sandwiches. Those are now off your plate. So for the $20 of Moose a la mode, name the band, name the song with that 1 second to go by. For 2 seconds, actually.
For $20 Moose a la mode, I'm going to say Rolling Stones, Angry.
Angry by the Rolling Stones is correct, sir. You just got yourself some free food at the Moose. Can you hang out? We'll take care of you, Daniel.
Will do.
All right. Brand new Stones. Don't get angry. Sitting there, putting this place on our shoulders for 5 years. Just saying. They had a big work meeting yesterday, and all the most of the well, a few. I don't know how many people showed up for that thing. I don't know. But it was a work session of actual physical labor. They had to clean out a storage unit or something down. I don't know. There was something involved. All I know is that the memo that went out is wear clothes. You're not afraid to get dirty, which to me sounds like a lot of heavy lifting. There's going to be a lot going on. Yeah. Right? And to reward you, we're going to feed you these hot dogs. And there was quite the spread, as we saw yesterday. There was baked beans and potato salad and mac salad and potato chips and hot dogs.
Cowboy beans?
Hell yeah. Oh, super sweet.
So good.
With the bacon. Oh,
Fresh
big
cancer.
chunks of the...
Shut up.
God damn right.
Damn good cowboy.
Absolutely. Big fan of the old baked beans. Anyway.
It's not in the contract, though.
No, it's not.
It wasn't in our contract.
It is not in the contract. Well, we have things going on.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty and pitch in. That's not it. But when I got here, I noticed as I went to the freezer, there was a big pack of hot dogs that weren't even quite frozen all the way yet. And a big pack of the big buns.
They'd be ashamed to go to waste.
Absolutely. They were just sitting there saying...
A couple grown boys like yourself.
Absolutely. And I'll be honest with you, I feel a little more energized. Because I normally don't eat. I never eat before, like, noon.
Well,
it's just not my thing.
We never used to eat that much. We talked about it a lot.
We talk about food a lot. We're often hungry.
With the new boss, Nikki... Correct. There's a lot of snacks.
A lot of snackage. Yeah.
She is the snack queen, God love her.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. She's just a really awesome person. I really enjoy her.
I thought there was going to be a honeymoon period where it's like, maybe this might wear off at some point, but you're right. She's pretty kick-ass.
She's awesome. And the thing about her is she's one of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's one of us. She's
somewhat.
Well, I'm just saying, when I say one of us, you can joke with her. She's not hypersensitive.
That's true.
She's not one of those ultra woke. You know what I mean? You don't have to tiptoe around it. She's awesome. I really love her. I think she's fantastic. And
I think she's
We're lucky to have you, if you're listening. By the way,
if you are,
I'm just saying.
We'll take 2 more hot dogs.
Hey, dude, did you see the brownies that are left over there?
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid those.
The regular ones are over there. The little ones, the ones without the...
She made some damn good brownies.
Oh, those are good. I love a good
I need a glass of milk with my brownies, though.
Good point. Well, I got coffee. Just saying, that's the old man way of doing it.
Cups of that.
All right, are you buzzing?
No, that's my standard these days.
So, I gotta play something for you. This is great. So, that F-35 stealth fighter jet. Someone made a kind of interesting point.
Where the hell?
The reason why it was so hard to find.
Oh.
And they said, well, maybe they don't have tracking devices so the other bad guys could find it.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I guess. I kind of buy that, I suppose.
Had a sick paint job.
But yeah, they were asking the public's help to find this. I mean, that's how stealthy it was. That's pretty stealthy. The guy at the pilot ejected, he got out just fine.
They had some kind of malfunction?
Yeah. And they say it was like about $300 million.
Ooh, Jesus.
But there's a guy named Randolph White who witnessed the whole thing in North Carolina. And the best part of the interview is he does sound effects.
Okay.
To let you know exactly what it sounded like. This is from WBTW in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, with Randolph White saying he heard the jet go down.
I was in the bathroom taking a shave, and I heard a screeching, between a screech and a whistle. So what in the world is this? And I heard a boom. Get my whole house shook. She just beat it right come out of space or something. And I said, well, if the airplane needed a report, look, the thing was fine. Too low. Choppers keep flying around. I said, somebody must have robbed the bank or whatever. Just with the grace of God, nobody did it.
The beard and ginger dude. Is he still out there doing things?
He just was on radio.
Okay, there you go. He's still out there doing his thing.
And so Shinedown just jammed with him too.
Oh yeah, I saw that. There was a concert and sound problems, and so they got in the back of a flatbed and sang to the crowd.
Yeah.
Good for him. All right, a stabbing is under investigation by the APD. About 7 o'clock on Tuesday evening, cops were called about a man with an upper body stab wound. He was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries.
Get something to eat.
Good.
I need to check my bank.
Police determined, because if they did, they wouldn't need other people to step in and say, well, what did you see?
Right.
Because apparently old Stabby McStabberson might have anger issues, and they're like, hey, hell no, you know that guy? He's crazy. So they're not giving it up. Who else was involved in this? Call 561-STOP. That's 54 the old 311. Yeah. Uh-oh. What? On Tuesday, an armed man robbed a bank in South Anchorage. That's a ballsy move these days.
And it's been happening.
Right? Okay, so the suspect entered the Global Credit Union, that's AKA Alaska USA, near Huffman, over there by the cars over there. Right after, it says here, shortly after 2:10 p.m. Okay, so maybe it was 2:11, somewhere in there. And he pointed a gun at the staff. Hold it out. I want some money. I mean, that's not what he sounded like, but that's my impression. He fled with an undisclosed amount of cash. Trust me, they know exactly to the penny how much cash he got.
Right.
But here's what's great. The description of this dude. You ready?
Yeah.
Slim. standing between 5'4" and 5'7". Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe I am. Maybe it's just gas stations, but I'm pretty sure. Well, yeah, there's 3 inches there. He's 5'4" to 5" and slim.
Yeah.
So he's slim dude between 5'4" and 5". I'm not quite sure, but I would almost bet that those banks on the doors, they got the thing that goes up to like 7 foot. And so as someone is leaving, they can just remember, that guy, his head was right there. Oh, so this guy was 5'5". So maybe he was jumping or skipping. So they're like, I don't know, he could have been on the upward bounce. So he might have been 5'4", he could have been 5'7", I don't know. Anyway, if you know where Mr. Slim is, could you please call the FBI? They would love to know if you know where this dude is. Okay? Yeah. So he's between 5'4", 5'7", and a slim dude out there robbing banks.
One glove.
One glove?
Yeah.
Ooh. So keep your eyes out for that guy. A man was arrested after a DUI crash last month. This happened August 19th. APD got calls about a car that rear-ended some other car that was stopped at a red light at 40th and C. Guy just minded his own business, stopping like he's... The helicopter, they knew where he was. They already had his location, correct?
They did, but you told me that the buddies couldn't have waited for the helicopter to show up and see their buddy helicopter.
Well, I mean, how long are we talking about here? I mean, we're talking about an hour, 4 hours. I mean, how long?
Or your buddy that was with you when you guys planned this whole trip? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe, for all we know, they kicked him in the ankle because he sucked so bad he wouldn't stop talking about how great the Niners were going to be this year.
All right.
Yes, buddy, appreciate it. But, all right, I think I hear a helicopter. All right, good luck, Stan. God, let's go. Leave him. Bye. He was fine. They helicoptered him out of there. All right. Hey, you want some Valley News?
Sure.
All right, it's time.
78 degrees.
Ah, damn it. Monday, a Wasilla motorcyclist was killed in a single vehicle crash. 50-year-old Joshua Landers was speeding on Connect Goose Bay Road near Foxworth Drive when he failed to negotiate a curb. He lost control of his motorcycle and crashed in the ditch into the trees. He was wearing a helmet. He was. Damn it. And he was taken to an Anchorage hospital where he ultimately passed to his injuries. An investigation is ongoing into the crash. That's terrible. Damn it. Damn. And finally, only 2 stories today. Last night, the Mat-Su School Board implemented its new public testimony lottery system. Board members voted unanimously to utilize a lotto if over 20 people sign up to speak. They're calling it a way to make the process fair. Some Valley residents claim otherwise, saying it limits the public process. Those not selected to speak may submit their testimony to the board in writing. Okay.
So, let me see if I follow you.
Okay.
If 20 or more people sign up to speak, then they got to do a lot.
That's expensive.
They do a
You're really talking at least $20.
That's tip. So 10 of you get to speak and you get 3 minutes. Maybe that's how it works.
Arby's is probably the cheapest way to go.
This is off topic.
Okay.
But have you
Or one of the
noticed
cheapest
these
ways to go.
videos of parents or it looks like mostly parents that are bringing up these books in school that we've discussed, genderqueer and the like, and then them trying to read excerpts from them.
It never goes well.
And getting it, you're not allowed to talk about it.
Hey.
They turn your mic off, they kick you out. But they're in the schools. That's the weirdest thing that's happening right now.
It is an odd... That happened here. That happened here at our school board. There was a guy, I think his name's Jay McDonald. He went to the school board to read some of the books, and they were like, no, sir, hey. It's like, really?
Yeah, you can't say it here. We can't say it on this damn show.
No.
Which we say a lot.
Yeah. We couldn't read these
but
books.
It's in the middle school, maybe even elementary school in some circumstances.
Right. And okay. Everyone goes right to banning you want to ban books. That's why they got to go right to the farthest extreme and say, hold on. I'm not for banning books. I'm all for guns. I like guns. I also think gun safes and locking your guns up are really important. It's about the accessibility of guns that I have a problem with. Yeah. Not the guns themselves. I don't have a problem with those books. Those books are important. Those books are probably really educational. They probably could teach some things that need to be taught. However, if your child you don't believe has the mental capacity and you don't want them to read those types of materials at a young age, then there should be a buffer. We as adults should create accessibility options. And people say, you're choosing what all kids are ready for. Well, aren't you doing the same thing? If you think your 5-year-old is okay to talk about masturbation and oral sex and anal sex and being gay, and if you think your 5-year-old is ready for that, that is your choice, and you should be able to, if you want to, go to a library, check out that book, bring it to your home, and read it to your child. I 100% agree with that, if that's what you want to do with your child. Yeah. It's the accessibility. If you want to do that, you can do that. No one's banning the book. I'm not for banning of that book. I'm saying it should not be readily available for every 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old if you don't want that availability. Yeah. Beer is available at the store. You can go home and you can serve it to your kids if you want. You probably shouldn't.
Bob and Brock!
Do if you think your kid can have a beer with his top ramen.
Hey, well,
choice. I don't agree with that choice. I think that's incredibly irresponsible. But if that's what you want to do with your kid, all right. But that doesn't mean that I want my kid to do that when he comes to your house. And I certainly wouldn't want the school to do that if the schools all of a sudden decided, hey, listen, we think kids should be introduced to drinking beer at a young age, and maybe it'll take some of the stigma away. If we can just introduce them slowly into alcohol, then they won't be as accustomed to use it. Even with that line of thinking, I'd be like, nope, I don't want that availability. And that's all it is. It's about the availability of books. You can't read a book in a room of adults. And you really got to ask yourself, is this something we should be allowing young children? And why are we talking about sex to young kids?
That's exactly why I brought it up.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Why are we, and the thing that bothers me is all the whataboutisms. What about Pornhub? What about all these websites that they can get on when you're not looking? Yeah,
they can't do it at school.
But does that mean that we should just give up? Does that mean that we should just say, oh, well, there's so many options out there that we just can't control, so just go for it?
They cannot go in the library at school and pull up a porn site.
I don't believe they can.
They can grab a book down the aisle.
Yeah, sure.
And grab a book full of pornography.
Absolutely. So at what point do we just say, well, we got to
Whoa!
We're the adults.
100%.
Yeah. Can't we just try? Can't we just try to let kids be kids?
I did see that the author of the genderqueer book came out and said that this book is not for kids.
Okay. Boy, now he is public enemy number one.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's a woman, actually.
Well, she is public enemy number one now. How dare you? How dare you? And
I do know in the old Hustler mag, they got the old Hot Talk section. That was only available in high school. I love that section.
You read?
Oh yeah, erotic literature. I loved it.
That's the only way they could get Brock to read back when he was KWHL Anchorage, it's mud shovel stained. Someone that understands what I'm about to say to explain it to me like a child, because I'm so confused. And I'm becoming more and more of that guy, that older American that I just don't trust anything anymore. I certainly don't trust mainstream media at all. I don't trust it at all. From every level. From CNN to Fox, MSNBC, ABC, NBC, CBS, none of it. I don't trust none of it. And you can't. If you watch the mainstream media, I think you're either misinformed or you're uninformed. I think those are your two choices. I think very rarely do they ever actually get it right. They all spin it the way that they want it to be spun, and it's all a bunch of BS. I just don't believe it anymore, right? So there was a publication that went out, and there was a couple of talk shows, podcasts, if you will, and they were talking about the new CDC about what they announced. That the people at risk for the new COVID. There's a strain of COVID going on. Okay, pretty sure I got it. It's bad. It's a flu, but you recover. I was down for about a week. I'm still feeling some effects with my nose and things like that. I'm not at 100%, but I haven't been 100% since I was 16 years old. So it's just the way it is. Okay. So all of these, I would say, progressive news agencies had to quickly run out and say that is BS. That's false. So if you go to, like, the fact checking, if you post something, they say it's false. Snopes, it's false. It's not true. That's not what they said at all. So here's what these other right-leaning news agencies were saying about the new variants. That the people that are more susceptible to get it either had the vaccine, got the vaccine in the boosters, or already had COVID. Okay. And it's like, wait a second. You're telling me that the people that are more apt to catch COVID are people that got vaccinated for COVID. And of course, everyone that's on the other side of the aisle were like, oh my God, we got to get in front of that. So if you put in CDC says vaccinated more at risk, here's what comes up, okay? And this is one of those websites that is very progressive and want to make sure that everyone gets their boosters and all the shots and all that stuff, wear 9 masks, all that thing. It says the CDC wrote that the BA2.86 variant, that's the one that's going around, may be more likely to infect people with existing immunity to COVID-19, either from vaccinations or prior infections than previous variants. It did not say that vaccinated people are at a higher risk than the unvaccinated. What? The CDC said that the new variant is more likely to infect people that got the immunity already from vaccinations. It did not say vaccinated people are at higher risk than the unvaccinated. Okay, but that's exactly what it says. Let me just read that again. The CDC says that the new variant is more likely to infect people that got the vaccination. Okay. That's what it says. That's what it says. But then it says it did not say that vaccinated people are at a higher risk than the unvaccinated. So once again, I'm asking, I would love to have someone with a medical, I mean, what? Is the picture up now?
I can't. I saw it yesterday, but I don't see it right this second.
Oh, okay.
But
if you got any information on a 5'4" to 5'7" slim dude that all of a sudden wants to buy everyone's drinks, maybe that's the guy. You could call the FBI at 276-4441. That's 276-4441. So if you don't know what happened to old Shorty Slim between 2:10 and about 2:14, if he's got no alibi, he might be our bank robber.
Yeah. He's not wearing gloves. Actually, one glove, but the hand on the gun doesn't have the glove.
Aha! So there you go. Did he moonwalk his way out of the bank?
Nope.
I'm gonna beat it.
Nope.
Took off.
Well, it's harder than we think.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'll give him a hall pass on that.
Yeah.
All right. So if you know of, once again, a slim 5'4" to 5'7" guy that likes to wear one glove, yeah, he might be our guy. Some dude was arrested after a DUI crash happened last month. August 19th, the APD, they got a bunch of phone calls about a car, excuse me, that rear-ended another car, stopped at a red light at 40th and C. That's when the officers noticed there were signs of impairment coming from 56-year-old driver Jeffrey V. Dixon. They promptly arrested Mr. Dixon for the DUI and assault after his passenger had to be hospitalized and serious injuries. The driver of the other car was not injured in the crash. And the APD has arrested the man caught on a felony warrant. 27-year-old Chance J. Leoleo, he ran off after an officer spotted him. That's an APD. We told them one of two things was going to happen. He's either going to get fired or he's going to have to resign. And Mark Dahl has finally resigned as Muni IT director due to his involvement in a plan aimed at overturning April's Muni election result. A city ombudsman investigation determined former Bronson administration chief of staff Sammy Graham challenged the election, citing unofficial internal policy that Dahl created hours beforehand. The ombudsman recommended Dahl's firing. Dahl sent a resignation letter to Mayor Dave Bronson on Tuesday. So that saga has finally come to a close. All right. Okay. There's a lot of other local things that we need to get to. We've got to pay some bills. Please pay attention to these wonderful advertisers. Yes. That spend their hard-earned money on us so that we can get you to spend your hard-earned money. And I know things are tight, but we'd like you to please patronize these fine companies. We'll be right back to the Bob Brock Show.
Live from the AIH studio.
AIH, all the tools, all the time. Now they got paint.
Bob and Brock. They try real hard most of the time, and sometimes they forget to wear pants. Whoa! It's a roll of the dice, people. Bob and Brock.
Really?
Mornings on K-Whale.
Really?
I know a lot of you really want the State Farm personal price plan.
Because my boy, they had a big hot dog party, and we're still enjoying the fact that they over-ordered.
Yeah,
They got more hot dogs than they had people, which is kind of sad, actually. You and I did not get to participate in the Weenie Wednesday, which is actually part of a work group where they were cleaning out apparently some storage area. Right. And so a lot of people got their hands dirty.
Seriously?
You and I did not. I have other responsibilities that leaves me away from this building every day at 10 a.m. Yeah. And I know you do as well, especially with James.
Everything is lined up right, obviously.
Yeah. So anyway, we didn't get to participate, so here we are enjoying the fruits of their labor.
That's right.
With zero labor.
I mean, it shouldn't go to waste.
No, exactly. It's just sitting in there. Just in the, well, it was in the freezer. It probably would have kept, but it's the first thing I did this morning. Wow. It's like, I'm cooking me some hot dogs. God, I love hot dogs. You know what's funny is, I know you've seen the video of how they make hot dogs, and it's supposed to be a deterrent. I don't either. I swear to God, just to prove the point, I've literally watched that video while eating a hot dog. Yeah, and you know, if you watch the video, they take a whole pit, it's gutted, and they've deboned it. They've taken the bones out, and it's pretty much just a whole pig, and they put it in this big old masher thing, and they just grind it all up. And my first thought was, well, that's impressive. Nothing. How
do I get one of those?
Nothing. Yes, nothing is going to waste.
Yeah.
They're using every bit of the pig.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good with that. Yeah. To me, that's organic. Yeah. Just grinding it all up in there, and it comes out in the paste, and it comes into the little tube.
Sure what he wanted me to do.
I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I mean, they're
flashing red, you do not cross. Unless
we
you're already,
off this morning
if
with
you've already
a
served the
couple
cross.
hot dogs.
You know.
God dang, they're good.
I guess some people don't know that.
Yeah, that's a money move.
I'm telling you, toast your hot dog bun. Makes all the difference in the world. Okay. Assembly members are reacting now to the resignation of Muni IT Director Mark Dahl. Reports are last month, blah, 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 blah. We all know that, and the recommendation in the Muni election and the challenge. Assembly member Christopher Constant wonders, why did it take so long? And questions why the mayor did not fire him. Assembly member Kevin Cross says Dahl's resignation was inevitable. So, okay. Hey, no matter what, it's always going to be a problem. There's always going to be, well, you could have done it this way, and why didn't you do it that way, and blah, 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 blah. So, okay. I mean, here's the deal. He was on unpaid leave. Didn't cost us anything to look into it to find out if it's, due diligence is important. Protocol. Wouldn't you want that? Yep. I would think so. All right, absolutely. So they had to make sure all the I's were dotted, T's were crossed. Sure. He didn't. And they said, goodbye, there you go. Yeah. Out of respect for the man, we're going to let him have the opportunity to resign rather than fire him. So, there you go.
Well, you know, had it gone the other way.
Right.
Why was he fired so fast?
Exactly.
Or what,
of course.
They can't win.
That's what I'm saying. They always put him in a no-win situation. Yeah. Anyway, oh boy, here we go. A wrongful termination lawsuit brought by former Muni real estate director Christina Hendrickson has been settled. In July, Henderson signed a deal with the city voiding an upcoming trial. The case was officially dismissed last month. She dropped her claims that her firing violated whistleblower protections in exchange for about $19,000.
There it is.
The community denies Henderson's claims and under the settlement admits no fault or wrongdoing. Okay. So it probably would have cost us way more than $19,000 to defend this thing. And that's how it usually goes, is they'll say, hey, look, man, it's going to cost you 50 to 60 grand to fight this thing in court. And if you lose, you're still going to have to pay her out. If you win, you're still going to have to pay the attorneys $50,000 to $60,000 if you want to. I was involved in a lawsuit like that. It was a frivolous BS lawsuit that my attorney said, you will win this. You will win. There's not a chance you won't win this case, but it's going to cost you about 30 grand to fight it. And it was, I think it was $9,500. That was the hardest check I've ever had to write in my life. Yeah. Just to pay this piece of crap, go away, leave me alone. And it sucks. That's the world in which we live in sometimes. I wish to God I was rich enough to say, I don't care, let's fight this prick. Yeah. But I wasn't. So I couldn't. Yeah. And I didn't. It sucked. All right. Hey, yesterday about 200 Chugiak electric customers lost power. You know why? Why? An underground equipment malfunction. Oh, the old UEM. The power outage affecting 3rd Avenue between A and L Street down to the park strip.
Lock up right here.
Early closure of City Hall. Somebody wanted to get home. It's unknown exactly what caused the malfunction. It was Doug. Never again. About half of the infected customers, they won, by the way. Yes, they did. They swept the A's, which isn't saying much, but whatever.
Well, they had to.
I know. I know. Absolutely. Absolutely. Half the infected customers saw their power come back last night, right after the Mariners game ended. Though there's no time frame for when power will be fully restored. So Doug's like, that's when now. Doug, just tell the game's over. I told you.
I want to see what a 15 Pro or even a 14 Pro is going to cost me when I decide to upgrade.
I'm assuming they weren't a hyperthermic before they went hiking. No. That'd been weird. They were rescued near Paradise Lake. The assault, the weapons misconduct, and all kinds of stuff.
110.
So I'm just curious. So let me get this straight. In Kasilof, you can shoot your gun, get S-faced, drive to your neighbor's house, beat the crap out of him, drive back to your house, trooper shows up, you beat his ass, and then you're going to be home in time for dinner.
Right?
Really? Huh. I'll be damned. Absolutely. There you go. I don't know that they're going to let him out anytime soon.
Maybe not.
But you know what? Maybe tomorrow we'll hear about old Mr. Halstead having quite the Thursday night. There is a great Thursday night football game tonight, I believe. It's is it the Saints in Green Bay? Is that who it is? For some reason, I think it's the Saints in Green Bay. Maybe it's not. I think it's Green Bay for sure, because I thought I heard about the quarterback Love needed to bounce back or something like that. Is it the Saints Green Bay tonight?
Oh, what?
Who's playing it? Oh no, God, dude!
I didn't even realize I didn't have the Sunday game. Thanks for letting me know.
It's the Niners Giants.
Yeah.
You knew that yesterday. Remember, you said easy game.
Yeah, but I thought it was on Sunday.
No, it's
Thursday.
tonight. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Saints. I'm sorry, the Niners Giants tonight. Okay. And you know what's crazy, dude?
What?
Bet your house on this. The Niners are only giving 10.
Okay.
The Niners are going to win by 20 plus points.
Should.
It's going to be. I'm going to go. 41-17 is your final. Okay. And that's if they just hold back. If they peel back a little bit after the third quarter, that's going to be your score.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyhow, so have fun in Kasilof, by the way. Now you know where the line is.
Yeah.
On how you can go in and pop back out again.
Yep.
All right. More to come. It's the Bob Brock Show.
Live from the AIH studio.
AIH, all the tools, all the time. They got paint.
It's free, so get off our backs.
Well spent.
On the Brock J-Will.
What day is it? Monday?
Whatever you... No, it is not. It is not Monday. Play the song.
Today is a Thursday.
That's better.
Wow. Happy, there we go. It's Thursday morning. It's the Bob Brock radio program. You know my experiences with the Alaska Sea Life Center have not always been good ones. Matter of fact, the last time I was there, I think Roy was 4. So it's been 5 years since I've enjoyed the Alaska Sea Life Center. Only because every time I've gone there, it's been just a terrible experience.
Really?
Not because of the Sea Life Center itself, because of my experience with Roy. Roy will just take off.
Yeah.
And just, he's gone. I've lost him twice. In a panic state, in like, oh my God, my kid's been kidnapped. The last time, I thought for sure, this is it. This is how I end up on national news, you know, pleading for my son's life to give him back to me. He just finds other families, man, and would just attach himself and disappear into the crowd. And it gets packed in there, and you know, it's dark, and you're like looking around.
I think every parent has lost a child there.
Dude, it is brutal. And then, yeah, and then when I found him, he had to go pee, so I took him into the bathroom, and I cut my finger on the mirror, because it had like phlegm all over it. So I went to wipe it all over, and it was like cut, and I sliced my finger open. I was like, you know what? This is God telling me.
You need to not know about the phlegm part.
So I haven't got disgusting. However, dude, I might have to go to the Alaska Sea Life Center. Okay. They found an orphan newborn sea otter pup. Did you hear about this?
Yes.
Dude. So Natalie Hunter, she's a center lab tech, apparently, for the Alaska Sea Life Center. They were fishing near Homer, and they saw 2 orcas attack an adult otter with the little pup. Obviously, they got the mom because she surfaced, never came back. The pup was just floating, like, man, where's my man? And here's where it gets funny. She said after getting U.S. Fish and Wildlife permission, they rescued the pup. Okay, I mean, that's protocol. Yeah. There's no way you're waiting around for that phone call. You're scooping that little baby otter up, but whatever. They're like, yeah, absolutely. So now they're currently searching for a permanent new home. Hey, we'll take them. We'll take them. We will take them.
Put them in the lake?
Absolutely. Yeah, build a little pen. Hell yeah. I've used
eat your trout.
I don't care. I don't care. It's worth it. Take it. We're good. We're stocked up. So hell yeah. I would love to have a baby otter pup.
I want to say that's all on video.
Is it?
Yeah.
The rescue? They have it?
Yeah.
All right, you need to find it, put it on our Facebook page, please.
I'm looking for it right now.
Please.
I thought I saw something.
All right, if you needed a reason to go on down to the Alaska Sea Life Center in Seward, there you go. They got a little, and it's a newborn. It's a little tiny,
Oh, he's cute as hell.
God, are you kidding? Hell yeah, it is. See? Elect me governor, baby foxes, baby otters. You can foster them.
Yeah.
You can't own them, you can foster them.
Wasn't there something you could swim with the otters? Remember we watched that video a couple years ago?
Is it swim with otters?
Yeah, they're like in a pool. They let them come out in the pool and they're like all
here?
With you.
I don't necessarily know that I'd want to swim with adult otters.
It was a warm place. No, they're babies.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm all day with swim with the baby otters. Are you kidding? Man, oh man.
That'd be good.
All right, good.
Some sort of therapeutic.
Oh, well, see, you would be able to do that. You'd have foxes and otters.
Yeah.
That's my platform. And no child goes hungry in Alaska.
There you go.
There you go. Foxes, otters, and feed the kids. That's it. Mafa. Like it. I will be right back to Bob Rock Show.
This is Roy, and you're listening to my dad and Bob Weston.
Wait, what?
This is awkward.
I am so sure that the school calendar never...
Good morning, gentlemen.
Beautiful morning. It's still a bit early.
When are you going to wake up?
Be extremely careful what you say. I haven't had my coffee yet, and I'm in no mood for stupid, irresponsible remarks.
What's the matter with everybody? Everybody's so grumpy every morning around here.
It seems like a good bit of fun. Throw the switch.
Go, go, go! Let's go!
Show must go on, right?
Go, go!
It's showtime.
Hey, if I could, we are looking for a very specific studio sponsor. AIH is great. They have all the tools
like the
all the
tracks
time.
when
And
it closed
unfortunately, what they
Monday
don't have is office
for 3 days.
So you can't see right now, but my chair it's like a little kid's a chair. I can barely see the top of Brock's head over the computer monitor because this chair, although this chair is comfortable, it won't stay up.
Right.
And the other chair that is high enough, it is broken because larger people have sat in it, and it leans forward, so I feel like I'm falling out of it. And the other chairs aren't even worthy of being taken to the dump. So if you...
Yeah, the chair graveyard.
It's brutal. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chairs in here, and only one of them are good chairs. If that's what you do, we could be live from the AI Studios, sitting in the beautiful Brand X chairs. We would love for you to email bob@kwhl.com All we need is, to be honest with you, we need 2 good ones. That's it.
Just 2.
So if you would like to be a office chair furniture sponsor of this fine rock and roll radio show, please email Bob at kwhl.com. Thank you. All right. Happy Thursday, everybody. It is the 21st of September. The first official day of fall is Saturday, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Okay.
So the 23rd, I believe, is the official, I think. Some people think it's the 21st. In Anchorage, I don't know what week we designate as fall, you know. Oh, by the way, it's not termination dust anymore. It's snow. Yeah. It's full-on snow up there. I think we're going to have another good one.
Think it's going to be an early one?
I think it's going to be another gnarly one, is my guess. I have a feeling, once again, the Alaska trick-or-treaters are going to be wearing their ski suits over their costumes for Halloween. Yeah. Families are sending their kids out of Kivalina to find more stable schooling. The school in Kivalina opened 3 weeks late this year due to water supply issues. Parents also cite erratic operations caused by weather, unreliable bus service, and their decision to send their children to schools elsewhere. Officials say remote classes were held on days schools were closed due to the weather. It's unknown how many students have left Kivalina this year. Repair has been made to a subsea fiber optic cable covered by sea ice in June. We know that. The cut, the Quintillion cable it caused months of cell phone and internet service disruptions for people living in the North Slope and all that good stuff. They say about 20,000 customers were affected. Quintillion officials say right now they're working on to improve the internet and cell services. Telecom providers switch back to the fiber optic system. And finally, 3 Alaska schools joined 350 others nationwide, recognized by the U.S. Education Department as 2023 National Blue Ribbon Schools. Okay. Wow. Yes. Blue Ribbon schools are noted for their overall academic performance, as well as their progress in closing achievement gaps. The Alaska schools recognized this year include Anchorage's Bear Valley Elementary. My kids are products of Bear Valley. That's a fine school.
Way up there.
Wasilla's Frontieras Spanish Immersion School. Well, all right. Comrade? Comrade is not Spanish, is it? Mi amigo.
Capitan?
No. All right. Arriba. There we go. And Sitka's Keet Gushi Keen Elementary. That's the Keet Gushi Keen Elementary. Well done. Okay. The SKG, the kids call it down there. All right. Our final thoughts are coming up. And man, are they incredible. Stay with us. We might be giving away $1,000 in cash. We're not giving that up.
On the ride, they've been in Alaska long enough to remember the parking fairies, Waving Floyd, and Tom Fink. Alaskan dudes doing Alaskan shit. Mornings on 106.5.
Turn the wheel, dickhead. There you go. Get over! BWJ 8185.
So now let's get back to Alaska's morning show. Fantastic and fun.
Thank you, friends. It's the Bob Brock radio program. I'm Bob. That's Brock over there. Together again. Thank you for listening to us on this Thursday, September 21st. By the way, if you want to swim with baby otter pup, the South, Louisiana's got them, right?
Yeah, the video, unreal. Looks like we would be in heaven.
All right, if you want to go just visit a baby otter pup, the Seward Sea Life Center. They've got a little baby. And they haven't named him yet. I'm sure they'll have a contest.
Fast Mike,
right? I like Harry. Harry's good. Yeah, little Harry Otter.
Yeah.
NSTAR is seeking permission to assume control over a proposed in-state natural gas pipeline project. Oh, here we go again. Okay. In recent years, the AGDC has shifted priorities to the $43 billion LNG pipeline. $43 billion.
From scratch.
Well, I'm just saying, you know what? That's Ukraine money right there.
Sure is.
Aimed at exporting gas to Asia. What? NSTAR officials call their $10 to $12 billion bullet line as a backup, adding it could solve the state's coming natural gas shortfall as Cook Inlet production winds down. All right, now we're talking. Let's get that bullet line done. And let's have a little offshoot so we can heat our schools for next to nothing, pennies on the dollar. Maybe we can cut some of those costs. Superior Court Judge Terrence Haas has been appointed head of the State Public Defender Agency. Well done, bro. He replaces the outgoing Samantha Sherratt. Meanwhile, Anchorage District Court Judge David Nesbitt has been appointed to the Superior Court. Well done, sir. The Judicial Council is taking applications for a Superior Court judge position in Juneau and Sitka through September 29th. I'm going to get my name in there. You never know. Okay. I don't know what the credentials are. I'm sure you got to do probably more than what I've got. But you never know. They can be like, you know what, let's get Bob up in here. You got the clearance, Karen? Yeah, absolutely. He wears the same size robe as the other dude does. Let's make it happen. In a court brief filed this week, Dunleavy Administration Attorney General Craig Taylor, he's a fan of the show, by the way, was among 18 Republican attorneys general to support Montana's ban on the social media platform TikTok. The brief cites state's ability to protect citizens from deceptive and harmful business practices. China-based ByteDance Limited says it will not share U.S. user data with China's government. Okay. We're arguing Montana's ban violates U.S. laws, including the First Amendment. I mean, that's a slippery... Yeah, I probably shouldn't say it connected. But anyway, you just got to be careful out there when you're on your TikTok and all that stuff. But here, at the end of the day, here's the thing. They're watching you. They're monitoring you. Your phone is on 24/7. Turn your phone off. It don't matter. It's listening to you. Go ahead. Okay, today, talk about fiberglass boats. Just talk to your wife about, hey, you know what? We need a good fiberglass boat. I really would like to know more about fiberglass boats. I wonder what the cost is of a fiberglass boat, a really good fiber. I need a good fishing fiberglass boat. Just mention that a few times around your off phone. Yeah. And see what happens the next 48 hours. All of a sudden, weird, you're getting ads for fiberglass boats. Right. And they're always listening. Yeah. All right. You guys should have yourself a wonderful Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow for the Freeform Friday edition of the program. Generic Eric is next. We got to get out of here. He's got rock to play. My name is Bob.
My name is Rock.
And we are done.